All right, welcome back to Tennessee Mornings. This is a live look from the Country Music Hall of Fame, downtown Nashville. They are set to announce the ACM nominations, which will be April 3rd. And Miranda Lambert, Ronnie Dunn will be coming out shortly. They're going to announce all the nominations, and we will carry it for you live right here on Tennessee Mornings. It is 7:23, held back due to religious intolerance.
What to do if you think that your beliefs are making you a victim at work. This is very interesting, Jim, because I know you'd sent over that article from the University of Kentucky. Usually you think of it in the reverse, that somebody is being discriminated against because they don't have Christian beliefs.
Right.
This is the opposite, right?
Right, and that's what's interesting. We always watch these cases, but what had happened where there was a gentleman who had applied to be the head, I think, of the astronomy department or something like that at the University of Kentucky, and he's a devout Christian. And there was some debate apparently among the university, and he was, as far as his credentials, was the most highly qualified, and they didn't hire him. And he felt that it was because he was a Christian. And that he had some doubts as to certain theories. They say it's scientific theories, evolution, and things like that. And so they filed a suit against these university. And it was set to go to trial, I think, next week or the week after, and they just settled it. They settled for $125,000, and you know, I think that it at the very least it brought that, or read about the cases, it's where it's a minority religion usually.
Right.
You know, it's something that somebody is doing something different from the rest of the people in plant, and they're discriminated against. And seldom do you hear about it in the majority, which is a Christian belief.
Right.
And so it just, you know, goes to show you that that law protects all religions, no matter if it's the majority, a minority, or whatever. And the employer has to respect those religious rights.
Are you seeing a lot of these kind of cases of religious intolerance coming across your desk, and with the Muslim religion being somewhat looked at closely, and people being afraid of it?
Yeah, we've seen more over it the past 3 years. The folks that handle all that in our office, it's still not as much as a lot of our other employment cases, like overtime and sexual harassment and things like that. But it does seem to be coming up more and more. And the other thing that I think that was kind of interesting in this case, because we preach it in all of our cases, is that the way they really kind of stung the university was their emails. And it happens in so many of our cases. They have this sense of security sending out emails. Once the litigation starts, first thing a lawyer does that when you handle these things is we send out questions as subpoenas, say, all right, we want to see your emails that mention this gentleman. And there were all sorts of emails that painted him as like a religious zealot or just some kind of goof in their views, and it really stung them in this.
Wow. Well, you know, if you have any other questions about this, any other legal topics, you can always contact our Legal Eagles. Here's the information. The Higgins firm, it's 1-800-705-2121. You can find them online at thehigginsfirm.com. Or if you would like, you can always send your questions to us as well. Thank you so much for coming in, Jim. Good to see you.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Take care.
Let's find out what's happening in weather. Here's Craig.